we are on the way to Basel. We wanted to go to make an interview with Remo Uherek, the CEO of Exsila. Accidents, horrible, so we have to turn around. Hi everybody, it's me, BalzUp. Join me for the first day of the rest of my life. Today I'm starting a new format. I want to share with you the Swiss Smarterpreneurship scene, and so I will be conducting some interviews with people from the Swiss startup scene, with entrepreneurs in Switzerland, and do a short interview with them about life, entrepreneurship, and the struggles that they have. First up is Remo Uherek. He is the CEO of Exsila.ch. That's the biggest trading platform in Switzerland. He'll tell you a little bit about it. He loves books. I don't know anyone who reads so many books like Remo, but really he has a knowledge that's incredible. And he does a weekly newsletter, and you'll find the link below in the description for his newsletter, but maybe he can tell you a little bit more about this. It seems to be working. So Remo, nice having you. Let me just jump in with the first question. How would you pitch your business to my 10-year-old godson, and what makes your business different to others?
So first of all, thank you for having me. It's a pleasure. So we are the largest trading platform in Switzerland. So when you love books, when you love movies, or if you love toys, for example, we are the best platform for you, especially if you are a collector. So we have the largest collection of used books, of used movies, of used games, and you can trade it on our platform for a virtual currency. We've invented Exsila points, and that's why it doesn't feel like buying and selling. It really feels like trading, like sharing. So that's really our what makes us different. We have a unique currency.
And Remo, is this international, or is this just only for Switzerland?
Right now it's only for Switzerland, for German-speaking Switzerland, but we have up to 1,000 transactions per day, so we have quite a volume.
Wow, cool. Well, that brings me to the next question. Which 20% of your business activities make 80% of your revenue?
That's a wonderful question. I really love the Pareto principle, so I focus a lot on that. So what is really unique about our business model is that we are not only having a transaction fee in the middle, we are also like a national bank. We can sell our points for real money. And so that's one part of it. We can sell points. That's more than 50% of our revenue. And then to boost that, we rely a lot on email marketing. So we send out newsletters to our more than 60,000 members. We use incentives, special promotions that we have for a limited time period. So that's really where we make the bulk of our revenue. But really, it's just what pushes us. But we have a large, basically ongoing daily business with our 1,000 transactions. So it's not exactly 20/80, but it's we exactly see that email marketing and selling points is certainly a big part of our business.
Thank you, Remo. I'd like to go a little bit to you as a smarterpreneur, as an entrepreneur. You've built your own businesses and you know a little bit about this. So what are for you the most important 3 business tools or gadgets or hacks that you think makes you an effective and successful smarterpreneur?
Yes, very good question. So my first company, basically, I drowned in chaos. I was like 22 years old, and It was my first job, essentially. I never worked anywhere, and I basically drowned in my own chaos. So that's where I stumbled upon a book called Getting Things Done, and also 10 to Done. And that's been a complete lifesaver for me. So I've changed my whole approach, personal and also private, to getting things done and 10 to Done. And I organize everything with this methodology. So that's the first thing. And I would actually recommend to read 10 to Done first, because it's just a summary. It's like 50 pages. And then if you want to go into depth, you can still read Getting Things Done. That's the first thing. Then the second thing is I've started using daily to-do lists on paper. And that's really been my number one productivity method, because we all drown in tools. I use Wunderlist, I use Gmail inbox, I use Asana, I use so many tools, but I have like hundreds of things on them. And what's really been helpful is to start with a blank page every day, write the date of today, and then just list the 4 or 5 most important things I need to accomplish today. And that's been my anchor that keeps me focused on the stuff that I really need to do and not be distracted by all my digital inboxes and to-do lists. So really have a paper, and what I use currently is this notebook. It's called zencover.com, but you can use any notebook. And I just use basically a daily list. That's the second thing. And then the third thing that I started like 2 years ago is I use phone calls instead of email. And that's really been a great thing, because email, it just takes a lot of time. You need to explain things. There are misunderstandings, and right now I do like 80% of my communication through phone calls, and it made my life much better.
These are really cool points. Thank you, Remo. Can I come back to the Zen book? Is that something special? Is there some special hack to it, or is it just a normal notebook you can buy like anywhere?
It's a normal notebook, but it has a special feeling about it, because it's focused on a top 5 methodology, where you write down the top 5 of your goals per day. So it just has a nice story behind it, and you, on the first page, you make a contract with yourself, so you sign the book. So it's just a nice book, but you can use just a sheet of paper.
Okay, great. I will put the links to these tools in the description. Well, we're Smarterpreneurs, but not always successful, because failure obviously belongs to the part of success. So what would you say were your worst business decision ever in your entrepreneur life, and what did you learn from it?
Yeah, so obviously I believe mistakes are good. I really like the old Facebook mantra, move fast and break things, or build stuff and break things. So ultimately I believe I learn a lot from mistakes, and of course I've made thousands of mistakes. One big mistake I did like more than 10 years ago is we've been running a discussion board project, which was on a special internet URL. It's been going very good, and then we decided to rebrand it to another domain name. And the mistake was that this domain name was used by spammers before, and it was penalized by Google. And we relied like 90% on SEO traffic. And I knew that it was penalized, but I didn't tell my business partner. We went ahead with the rebranding, and we lost 90% of our traffic.
Oh my God.
And that basically that killed this project. We had momentum, and it killed it. We had to wait 3 months until Google lifted the penalty, and that basically destroyed all the momentum we had. So we had a nice brand name, but no traffic anymore. So that was certainly a mistake that's haunting me until today. And then of course, when it comes to HR, it's really always the same thing, also with other entrepreneurs, situations where you feel it doesn't work out and you just keep giving second chances and you don't end the relationship sooner than you should have. That's certainly been mistakes I've done more than once.
So as you Smarterpreneurs travel a lot, health is always one issue. Do you have any travel hacks or health hacks that you look after that you could share?
Yeah, so I don't travel a lot, but health is very important for me. So what I've started like 18 months ago, I've downloaded an app called 7-Minute Workout, and it's also been practiced by the Twitter CEO, Jack Dorsey. He also does it. It's essentially a 7-minute intensive workout that you can do anywhere, at home or when you travel. So I've been doing that every day for the past 18 months, and it's really my basis for my well-being. So I recommend check that out. And then the second thing I started a year ago, I started doing the Wim Hof method. And what's special about it, it's based on cold showers. So I've been starting to taking cold showers.
Doesn't Tim Ferriss do the same? Is that same method that he's using?
Yes, I think it's
you just take a cold shower and until you really shiver, and then you go out, or how does that work?
Exactly. So you start very slowly. You can just take a hot shower and then end with a cold shower, and then you start beginning with cold, go back to warm, and then end with cold. And in the end, in the summer, I do cold only. But usually I just end with cold. But it's really very good for the organism. It's like a sauna, just in reverse.
Cool. Thank you, Remo. That brings us already to the last and final question. If I have these Smarterpreneurs here with me, I'm gonna ask something which can help me. So imagine for a second you were me. What one thing would you do to grow my subscriber base in a short time?
So it's actually something I just did 2 weeks ago, and I would do that. I would first of all I would start a newsletter, for example with MailChimp, and then I would go ahead, export all your LinkedIn contacts, and just subscribe them to your newsletter. I know it's a little gray area, it's a little spammy, but I did it, and the positive feedback was much larger than the few negatives I got. And I think it's really important. You just need to start somewhere, and your close contacts are already close to you. So I think it's okay to, for one time, subscribe them and just give them a chance to unsubscribe, and then of course never do it again. But that's how I increased my own subscribers from like 150 to almost 1,700.
Wow, that sounds amazing. Well, let's also help you get some subscribers. How can you the viewers subscribe to your newsletter? And maybe you want to tell what the newsletter is about.
Exactly. So basically what I've realized is I really love books, and I love sharing about it. So when I found out something, when I learned something, I just cannot keep it quiet. It's the same for books. I always give out books as gifts, because if I love a book, I want the same feeling for other people to happen. So what I've just started, I've started sharing on my social networks, etc. But it's the reach is not so good. And then I switched basically to a newsletter as my primary online presence, and that was almost a year ago. And there I share my book recommendations, I share my learnings, my mistakes from my startups and from my business life and private life. And it's just something that I enjoy. And you can subscribe if you go to remo.news. There is the subscription form. Okay,
link down here right now. You can see it. It's right in the screen. Please subscribe to his newsletter. Really, it's I can say the only one that I really read from A to Z. Remo, thank you so much for your time. That was really amazing. This is great stuff. Really exactly what the Smarterpreneurs need. I hope that Exsila goes well in the future. And thank you for joining me here.
Thank you.
Cool. Thank you very much. That was it for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed. Join me for the first day of the rest of my life. My dog is here, yeah, of course, heading back home now, so, yeah, gosh, good. Yeah, it's okay now. Ay, 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 ay.